We partner with institutions that we think, with all humility, understand the needs of the poor a lot better than we do, and what might be an appropriate financial service for them. For example, in Bangladesh, we work with a group called BROC. BROC is one of the largest NGOs in the world. But we've even done a securitization for BROC. Well, that's taking millions of dollars, we have a $180 million facility of small loans that is supporting a bond for which they can raise capital. Well, this is an NGO doing what is a AAA rated, very complex financial structure to get capital to their borrowers. In Mexico, we work with a group called Completamos and have developed a life insurance policy for their clients. And in 2 years, we have 1 million policies for a group of self-employed rural women whom we've never worked with before. So having the right partner helps us to understand how to develop the product and then how to reach people where we have no natural footprint in the same geography or in the same environment. And I think that's where we get the synergy between business and civil society or NGOs that, if they match correctly, can really bring scale to this initiative. Most of the population is incredibly dynamic and engaged. We have millions and millions of micro-entrepreneurs in every country we look at. And the banking system, unfortunately, doesn't reach the majority. That's a lost opportunity, as much as for the banking system, as much as there's a need for those who aren't getting financial services. I think linking those and understanding some of the impediments to those, issues of property rights, of titles, issues of licenses, and the licensage, the bureaucracy that can kill initiatives and entrepreneurship, is very important. So we work a lot with civil society and NGOs who in many cases are very formal representatives of the interests of those who have not been reached directly by financial services in the past. Well, I think when you start to get a wider sector of both businesses, academics, civil society saying there is a need to recognize the rights and the legal identity of the poor. Whether it be property rights or property titles, to us it's very important that we have security under the law. To extend financial services to people, we also need identity of the person. And I don't mean a national ID card alone, I mean the recognition that this is an entrepreneur with a viable, active business and has a right to be a hawker, has a right to be a street seller, has a right to the land that they've occupied in some form of security for many years. And we need to be very much more ingenious about what that definition is than the law has in the past defined it as.